Hello everyone. Farmers around the world are facing a crisis as millions of these primates threaten the safety of cities and cause billions of dollars in damage. What could drive ordinary farmers to launch a large-scale hunt against this invasive species? Leave a comment with the number 1 to find out in the video. Why are farmers hunting millions of monkeys? Monkeys are highly intelligent animals, but they can become a nightmare for farmers. For many years, monkeys have been attacking fields, destroying crops, and causing significant financial damage. In the Cape Peninsula of South Africa, farmers lose up to 40% of their crops to these invasive species, including vineyards and cornfields. In some areas, waking up to find an entire harvest destroyed overnight is not uncommon. Faced with the damage, hunting and trapping are the first methods that come to mind. These are still the methods used today, but they create more problems as hunters risk injury, and many lack the proper protective equipment or training. What makes the situation worse is that in many places, monkeys are protected by law, such as South Africa's National Environmental Management Biodiversity Act, which requires a permit to deal with these invasive species. To ensure safety, hunters must follow strict guidelines to minimize damage and danger. It is crucial never to hunt alone, as safety lies in numbers. Hunting teams typically consist of 3 to 5 hunters, each trained in monkey behavior and equipped with protective gear such as bite-proof suits, helmets, and reinforced gloves. In the hunt, hunters use high-powered rifles with calibers like .223 Remington or .308 Winchester, providing the necessary accuracy and power to take down monkeys from a safe distance. This is not only for protection, but also to comply with the law, and it is one of the safest ways to hunt monkeys. Do you support this method of the South African government? If so, leave a comment with the number 2. As a farmer in South Africa, I have witnessed the change in how the government deals with monkey attacks. Around 2020, we moved away from dangerous hunting methods and began adopting more modern solutions. A platform made from bamboo and steel allows hunters to track and scare off monkeys. It costs around 1,200 to 1,500 USD and has significantly reduced the need for expensive and risky hunting trips. I think you've read about various types of traps, but in South Africa, monkey traps have become a crucial strategy for farmers battling the relentless destruction of crops. The tension is palpable as farmers are equipped with wire cage traps, and hunters know that every minute counts. The stakes are incredibly high, and if they fail, the monkeys will return to destroy everything in sight. However, the most heated debate surrounding these traps is their placement. Some argue that the traps should be set at the edges of the farm to prevent monkey attacks, while others oppose this, fearing that wild boars might accidentally get caught. The idea of luring invasive species into traps using bait like corn or fruit has sparked outrage, with many considering it harmful to innocent animals. Amid such debates, you might not know that an important law to note is that hunting monkeys and setting traps without a permit is illegal and can result in severe penalties, including a fine of up to 1,000 USD or 7 years in prison. Additionally, the law also prohibits hunting monkeys in areas that are not designated for it. If you know any areas where this applies, leave a comment below. As we continue to face these challenges, the key is finding balance. Many farmers are calling for government subsidies to help cover the costs of humane methods, including motion sensor alarms and GPS tracking devices. By investing in these tools, we can help protect farmers. Would you choose to hunt monkeys, or should we focus on creating smarter systems? In conclusion, the question remains, how can we balance the needs of farmers with protecting invasive species? What do you think? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more information on this pressing issue. Stay tuned for more updates. American farmers are fighting against an invasive predator, and the stakes are high. In Alaska, black bears tear through cornfields, causing up to 20,000 USD in damage each season. But the real nightmare comes when these giants enter town, breaking into homes in search of food. Leave a comment with the number 1, and imagine waking up to find a bear rummaging through your kitchen. This happens more often than you might think. Red foxes are equally dangerous. They can climb over fences and wipe out an entire poultry farm overnight. Even worse, they are known to carry diseases that can threaten both livestock and humans. but their most persistent enemy is wild pigs. In South Carolina alone, this invasive species causes over 12.6 million USD in agricultural damage each year, and they can attack at any time. The threat in Alaska has caused damage exceeding 15 million USD annually, forcing the government to take decisive action. Guns are currently the primary line of defense, and all hunters must adhere to strict regulations set by the Alaska Wildlife Department. As winter approaches, black bears become more dangerous due to their instinct to accumulate fat for hibernation, causing them to travel farther and more frequently in search of food. This makes them easier to detect, but also more unpredictable. The black bear population in Alaska is estimated to be between 700,000 and 800,000, and the hunting quota ranges from 8 to 12 bears per season, depending on the need for population control and environmental conditions. In the harsh wilderness of Alaska, hunting requires patience and strategy. Hunters must read the wind and use the rugged terrain to their advantage. With a black bear population of around 200,000, this invasive species has been better controlled through government oversight. While firearms are an effective tool, they are controversial. Some argue that increased gun use raises safety risks and propose alternative solutions like habitat management and community education. But for those on the front lines, the threat is real and action is needed.
3 big boards.
As winter approaches and bear activity slows, a new challenge arises. Red foxes. Agile and ruthless, these predators target poultry, forcing farmers to remain vigilant. The hunt continues, with hunters relying on sniper rifles like the Remington 700 for accuracy and power at long distances. The gunshot rings out, breaking the silence, and tension rises as the fox sprints across the empty field. Every second counts in this high-risk chase. Have you ever hunted red foxes? If so, leave a comment with the number 2. If not, leave a comment with the number 5. These hunts not only showcase skill and preparation, but also the respect that hunters must have for the environment and the ethics of hunting. Another fox down. The lesson in nature is clear. Patience, precision, and respect are the keys to survival.
Got him. Heck of a shot.
In addition to firearms, an essential tool for daytime hunting is the electronic predator caller. This device mimics the painful sounds of small animals, luring red foxes out of their hiding spots and into open areas. Developed through extensive research, these devices increase the chances of spotting and targeting foxes without getting too close, ensuring both safety and effectiveness. Next, with the vast forests and sprawling grasslands of South Carolina, wild boar hunting presents a high-risk challenge. Stamina is essential to navigate the rugged terrain, and 20/20 vision is necessary to accurately spot wild boars from distances up to 400 feet. The wild boar hunting season begins on July 1st and runs until February 28th, sometimes extending into March and April in designated areas. During the fall and winter, wild boars become more aggressive in their search for food to store for the winter. Their increased movement makes them easier targets, but also more dangerous due to their territorial nature. The unpredictable climate of South Carolina, with hot summers and cold winters, tests the endurance and focus of every hunter. Dehydration, heat stroke, and frostbite are real threats. Hunting in teams is a priority for wild boar hunters during this time. The biggest lesson you take away from this video is that preparation and trust in your team can make the difference between a successful hunt and a dangerous encounter. Hunting invasive species in the harsh wilderness of America is a true test of courage. With extreme weather and fierce prey, every step requires focus and preparation. Would you dare face a 300-pound wild boar charging at you? Share your story below and don't forget to like and subscribe to see more exciting hunts. Did you know about the devastating wildfire that recently occurred in California, specifically the Palisades fire that erupted near Los Angeles on January 7, 2025? Fueled by Santa Ana winds reaching speeds of up to 70 miles per hour, the fierce blaze scorched over 23,000 acres, spreading from Pacific Palisades to the Santa Monica Mountains. Want to learn about the pain caused to wildlife by the California wildfires? Leave a comment with the number 1 to find out in this video. More than 1,700 firefighters from across the state and neighboring areas worked tirelessly for over a week, facing significant challenges due to extreme weather conditions. The disaster destroyed more than 12,300 structures, including homes, schools, and businesses, forcing over 1,500 people to evacuate. The estimated economic damage exceeds $50 billion USD, making it potentially the most expensive wildfire in California's history.
Several homes on fire, probably 20.
This is part of the reason why the fire spread so quickly. If you have any additional information, feel free to comment below. The primary cause of the fire has been identified as a combination of natural factors and human activity. Additionally, California has been experiencing a severe drought, making the vegetation dry and more susceptible to ignition. Reports indicate that 83% of the Los Angeles area is currently in drought, with many regions having not seen rain since April of last year. However, another significant factor is the presence of invasive species like cheatgrass, a fast-growing and highly flammable grass. The fierce fire in Altadena, California, threatened horses trapped in the farms. With the flames spreading over 200 acres in just a few hours, residents and rescue teams worked frantically to save the horses before they were in danger. One woman shared that she quickly gathered vehicles and volunteers to evacuate 12 horses from the burning area. The fire, fueled by strong winds, made it dangerous to access and move the horses. Thick black smoke and flying embers added to the tension of the situation. Leave a comment with the number 2 to share your thoughts and support the efforts to protect animals in this emergency situation. In the devastating wildfires in California, saving the horses became a top priority as the flames spread quickly, threatening farms. Rescue teams urgently evacuated the horses from the danger zone using specialized trucks and trailers. Inexperienced teams were advised to leave the area immediately to avoid hindering the rescue efforts. This serves as a reminder of the importance of being prepared for emergency situations that involve both humans and animals. In just 24 hours, more than 400 animals were burned alive by the fires. Volunteers and wildlife experts discovered a koala, which is now being cared for at a hospital. The Los Angeles area had once been a vibrant home to many invasive species, including hundreds of kangaroos and koalas, making it an important ecological hub for native wildlife. However, the wildfires struck suddenly, devastating habitats and leaving animals with little chance to escape. In the event of encountering a koala or other wildlife in a fire zone, it is crucial to act quickly and appropriately. After rescuing the koala from the fire area, it's essential to provide water immediately to help them recover from dehydration. Instead of feeding them, water helps them survive while their body is under stress from the high temperatures and dehydration. If you encounter an animal in the fire zone, stay calm, avoid handling the animal roughly, and call the rescue team immediately. In these moments, we must act responsibly and urgently. We have a duty to protect wildlife when they have nowhere else to go. Let this be a lesson that we all must prepare, not only for our own safety, but also for the survival of innocent creatures that share this land with us. Be a responsible citizen and protect the forests in your area. Comment your thoughts on how California can restore the areas affected by fires in the future. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to help protect the habitats of invasive species by liking or subscribing to continue watching the next video. Ravenwood, a small village in the wetlands of Louisiana, is surrounded by miles of swamp. During flood season, the water levels suddenly rise, forcing alligators from their hiding places into the village suburbs. Locals have long told stories about giant alligators lurking and attacking people in the wetlands. But how many of these stories are true? If you want to find out, leave a comment with the number 1 to continue exploring this story. The Ravenwood wetlands, spanning over 100 square miles, are home to nearly 10,000 alligators. At the height of flood season, these creatures can grow up to 18 feet long and weigh over a ton. Each year, the villagers try to protect their land by constructing underwater fences, but the strength of the floods and the power of the alligators have weakened these efforts. The fences often bend and break, unable to withstand the weight of the alligators. After incidents in the 1980s, local authorities, along with biologists and hunters, decided to take action. They discovered that the floods created ideal feeding grounds, attracting large numbers of alligators. To control the population and reduce the danger, the community began a tightly regulated alligator hunt, which included trapping and hunting. This effort helped reduce the immediate threat, but it raised the question of whether it was enough to truly control the ever-growing alligator population. The alligator hunt begins with the roar of heavy-duty vehicles designed to withstand swamp conditions. Hunters, who must be at least 18 years old by law, face harsh conditions as they navigate through waters filled with potential dangers. Alligators, often over 18 feet long, are not your typical prey, equipped with jaws capable of exerting more than 3,700 pounds of pressure per square inch. Inexperienced hunters can risk everything if they underestimate their prey, and this is unacceptable when hunting alligators. Each hunt requires at least 5 supporting people. Large reinforced traps are deployed to target the alligators, and hunters use ropes to secure the prey, but these methods can fail if the alligator escapes or struggles vigorously. Have you used this method? If so, leave a comment with the number 2. If not, leave a comment with the number 0. To avoid unwanted attacks, hunters must understand the behavior of alligators, especially their stealth and speed underwater. Alligators attack from below, using the deepest parts of the water to ambush prey with quick lunges. Therefore, hunters must be aware of this to mitigate risks. After capturing the alligator, hunters quickly cover its eyes to reduce stress and immobilize it by clamping down on its powerful jaws. This prevents any thrashing or attacks. Alligators rely on their eyesight and jaw strength for defense. Successfully capturing an alligator marks a victory in controlling the dangerous population in Louisiana. Alligator hunting in the United States has changed significantly over the years. In the mid-20th century, trapping was replaced by gun hunting, regulated by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. In Texas, Alligator hunting is now allowed under strict regulations to ensure a sustainable alligator population in lakes and rivers. Hunters are permitted to use rifles with a .38 caliber to successfully skin alligators. The use of firearms is highly regulated, and hunters must follow the methods mandated by the FWC, Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission.
And one more time. Just go in the neck, not the skull. One more. In the neck. This time, take your time.
I'm shaking.
Hunters are advised to maintain a safe distance when approaching alligators to avoid unexpected attacks. Violating hunting regulations can lead to severe penalties. Additionally, in Louisiana, placing warning signs near flood-prone areas during the rainy season is essential, reminding people to stay away from regions with high alligator activity, especially when rising waters bring the danger closer to homes. After the hunt, distributing alligator meat to struggling families provides essential nutrition while ensuring no waste, turning a threat into an opportunity to support those facing food insecurity. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to support us. As residents of Louisiana deal with the threat from alligators, another carnivorous predator is emerging in the northern and western United States: wolves. Wolves have been devastating livestock, particularly sheep in areas like Montana, causing significant economic damage. In 2021, the sheep farming industry reported considerable losses, with nighttime attacks accounting for over 80% of the damage. That same year, scientists estimated that over 20,000 wolves were born, escalating the crisis. Want to know how the people of Louisiana are dealing with wolves? If you're ready, leave a comment with the number 1. The aggressive female wolves raising their pups require abundant food sources, but the decline of natural prey forces them to target livestock. Their pack hunting behavior, which includes coordinated and calculated attacks, increases the challenge for farmers, reshaping the landscape of cattle farming. Their growls signal an impending hunt, a sign of unity within the pack before they strike. For many years, ranchers relied on hunting dogs to protect their livestock, but the growing wolf population has made this method ineffective. As female wolves instinctively seek food to feed their pups, the survival of the pack is threatened. This unrelenting cycle has become a direct threat to the livelihoods of ranchers. How can they combat such a natural force? To cope with the increasing losses from wolf attacks, obtaining a hunting permit has become a crucial step. Hunters can legally acquire hunting permits through the Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks Department. They can purchase approved firearms from licensed gun dealers, such as Bass Pro Shops. Once the permit is in hand, hunters must focus on preparing traps for the upcoming hunt. To effectively set a wolf trap, choose a stable platform like a trail, clear away snow, and use an axe to create a hole that fits the MB750 trap snugly, but not too large. Attach a 10-foot chain to a tree or use a medium-sized object to control the wolf's movement. Carefully place the trap with even pressure, rolling your hand off the ground to ensure safety. Then, position the trap snugly into the hole, making sure it is secure and level. This is a traditional type of trap. Camouflage the trap with fresh, soft snow to blend it with the surrounding environment. Wolves are intelligent and cautious predators with sharp senses, capable of detecting disturbances. Regularly check to ensure the trap is functioning correctly. A single misstep when setting the trap can cause the wolf to escape and disappear into the wild, so hunters are advised to check the trap at least twice a day. The stakes are high when hunters collect their traps. They must remain vigilant because the traps are designed to open and close quickly, requiring hunters to be especially careful about safety. This meticulous process has helped Montana hunters manage the wolf population. Reports show that this vigilance has kept hunting within the state's safe limits, with the number of wolves allowed to be hunted each year typically ranging from 200 to 400 between January and March. In areas like Alaska and the Pacific Northwest, the illegal trade of fake wolf pelts has become a serious issue. Hunters are often required to report the number of wolf pelts harvested to the government to ensure authenticity. The rise of fake fur products has disrupted the market and threatens wildlife conservation efforts. Real wolf fur is valuable in high-end clothing and accessories, but the trade in fake pelts undermines the economy. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to support us. In the U.S., the conflict between farmers and black bears has become a controversial issue. Leave a comment with the number 1, and let's explore this situation and the reasons behind the use of weapons in American agriculture. Farms in rural areas of the U.S. are facing a significant challenge: the intrusion of black bears into cultivated land. It is estimated that approximately 30,000 incidents involving black bears causing damage to farms are reported nationwide each year. A typical case occurred at a farm in the eastern U.S., where nearly 50 acres of corn ready for harvest were destroyed within just 72 hours. The estimated damage amounted to nearly $60,000, including the costs of seeds, fertilizer, labor, and expected profits. The farm owner reported that the devastation happened quickly and unexpectedly, even though they had tried to protect the crops with a 20-foot electric fence. Security cameras recorded over 20 instances of black bear activity in the area in just one night, showing their intelligence and skill in accessing the food source. Recent studies using drone technology have provided an overview of the extent of the damage. Aerial images clearly show flattened cornfields, creating intricate patterns when viewed from above. This not only affects crop yields, but also causes significant economic losses for farmers, especially when bear families, typically consisting of a mother bear and 2 to 3 cubs, are involved. The presence of multiple bears at the same time not only results in greater damage to the crops, but also raises safety concerns for the local community. Faced with increasing damage caused by black bears, some farmers have turned to population control measures, including regulated hunting. In some western U.S. states, black bear hunting has become a strictly regulated activity, combining agricultural protection with ecological tourism purposes. The process of hunting black bears requires significant patience and skill. Experts estimate that a typical bear hunt can last from 3 to 10 days, depending on the terrain and weather conditions. Hunters often have to thoroughly survey vast areas, including valleys and high mountains, to track signs and evidence of bears. The diverse terrain in hunting areas, ranging from accessible plains to dense forests and steep cliffs, demands not only hunting skills, but also the ability to survive in the wild. Black bear hunting in the western U.S. is strictly regulated, with hunting seasons often changing annually based on ecological factors and wildlife management. Wildlife agencies in each state typically publish the official hunting schedule on their websites and recommend that hunters stay updated regularly. In general, the black bear hunting season in this area is usually divided into 2 main phases, spring and fall. Do you enjoy bear hunting? If so, leave a comment with the number 2. The spring hunting season typically begins in late winter or early spring, when bears start to become active again after their hibernation period. The fall hunting season usually takes place in late summer or early fall, when bears are actively foraging for food to prepare for the upcoming winter. Each hunting phase generally lasts from a few weeks to a month, depending on state regulations and the bear population in the area. According to recent statistics from wildlife management agencies, the number of black bears permitted to be hunted each season typically ranges from 700 to 1,300 bears, depending on population levels and environmental factors. For instance, in a western state known for its bear hunting activities, recent reports indicate that around 1,000 black bears were hunted in one season, with nearly half of them being hunted using rifles. Hunting permits are issued carefully, with designated hunting areas, usually concentrated in mountainous and forested regions in the center of the state. The conflict between farmers and black bears in the U.S. is a complex issue that requires a balance between agricultural protection, community safety, and wildlife management. Black bear hunting demands that participants exercise extreme caution to ensure safety. Black bears can be highly aggressive, and hunters can be at risk if they get too close. During the hunting process, tracking the bear's signs plays a crucial role in the hunt's success. Black bear hunting techniques require a combination of long-distance observation skills and precision when approaching the target. To ensure safety and accuracy, hunters typically try to get within 50 to 80 yards of the bear before taking the shot. Thorough preparation is key to a successful hunt. One of the most important decisions is choosing the right weapon. Rifles are preferred, and they must meet two main criteria: the ability to shoot at long distances and sufficient power to take down an adult bear. A typical bear hunt can last from 3 to 7 days, depending on the terrain and weather conditions. Hunters need to be well prepared with supplies, including food, water, and specialized equipment. Noise-canceling headphones can increase the ability to detect animal sounds by up to 30%, while also reducing the risk of hearing damage from gunfire by up to 95%. Teamwork is a crucial element in black bear hunting. Effective hunting teams typically consist of 2 to 5 members, with each person taking on specific roles such as leading the way, tracking signs, or providing technical support. Hunting in groups not only increases the success rate to up to 60%, but it also creates memorable experiences and strong bonds between members. Hunters usually move slowly, about 0 to 0.5 miles per hour, using a low and slow technique to avoid detection. They leverage the terrain, vegetation, and wind direction to approach the target. When nearing the black bear's position, hunters must remain silent and patient, waiting for the perfect moment to take the shot. In some hunting areas in the U.S., the use of black bear hunting dogs is permitted and considered an effective method. Regulations regarding the number of dogs allowed can vary between states, typically ranging from 2 to 6 dogs. These dogs are trained to chase bears up trees, allowing hunters to approach the bear safely and accurately. The use of hunting dogs requires careful preparation and the application of modern technology. Dog trainers typically run comprehensive training programs lasting from 6 to 12 months before each hunting season. The training program focuses on developing endurance, climbing ability, and tracking skills in complex forest and mountainous environments. Professional hunters use electronic tracking devices for the dogs, often integrating GPS technology and satellite data transmission, allowing them to monitor the dog's positions over a wide area. GPS technology not only helps pinpoint the exact location of the bears, but also ensures the safety of the hunting dogs. Statistics show that the rate of hunting dogs getting lost or encountering danger has decreased by more than 60% since this technology was widely implemented. Black bear hunting remains a controversial topic in many communities. Some animal rights and environmental organizations oppose it, arguing that it could lead to overexploitation and the commercialization of wildlife. In certain Western states, illegal trading of black bear parts can result in severe penalties, with fines of up to $150,000 along with imprisonment. In the debate over managing conflicts between humans and wild black bears, one idea that has been proposed is the use of non-harmful protective fences. These measures are not only aimed at preventing crop damage, but also have a long-term goal of maintaining ecological balance. The process of installing electric fences requires meticulous attention to detail and a high level of technical expertise. It begins with installing metal posts, with around 50 to 100 posts driven at least 2 feet into the ground. The installation of the wire, typically 12-gauge wire, needs to be done carefully to withstand tension forces of up to 200 pounds. Do you have any better ideas for controlling the wild bear population? Leave your thoughts in the comments below the video. Thank you for watching this video until the end. Please help us by liking and subscribing to support our channel. Goodbye, and see you in the next video. The sound of gunfire echoes as a macaque monkey falls. This is a common sight in Japan, where farmers and hunters are working to control the population of this destructive species. Macaque monkeys damage crops, causing billions of dollars in losses every year. Rifle hunting and trapping are widely used methods. In 2022, over 20,000 macaque monkeys were killed. Leave a comment with the number 1, and let's explore more about this ongoing battle.
Take him.
Since the 1970s, the macaque monkey population in Japan has exploded due to deforestation pushing them closer to human settlements. They wreak havoc on crops, causing severe damage to farmers. Not only that, but macaques have also attacked tourists on beaches. In 2022, over 60 people were injured by monkeys, with many women suffering serious scratches. In Japan, macaque monkey hunting has become a necessary measure to control the population of this primate species. Hunters and farmers typically focus their activities in forests surrounding urban areas, ensuring the safety of residents and minimizing human-wildlife conflict. Hunters set up trap zones by placing bait such as ripe bananas or apples. They hide in camouflaged shelters, patiently waiting for a group of monkeys to appear. When a troop of monkeys approaches, the hunters use bows and arrows to take them down. Choosing bows and arrows over firearms helps reduce noise, preventing the monkeys from panicking and fleeing. On average, a hunter can capture about 2 to 3 monkeys per day. However, skilled and experienced hunters may achieve more impressive results, capturing up to 5 to 6 monkeys in a successful hunting day. An adult macaque monkey can weigh up to 50 pounds and stand 3 feet tall when upright, making the hunt quite challenging. Do you think this method is effective? If yes, leave a comment with the number 2, and if not, leave a comment with the number 5. In addition to traditional methods, many hunters choose rifles for hunting in larger forests. They carefully observe tall trees where macaque monkeys typically reside and listen for the distinctive calls of the monkeys to pinpoint their location. Hunters move quietly and stealthily, avoiding any noise that could startle the monkeys. They often use rifles with rotating barrels, such as .223 or .243 caliber, ensuring high accuracy while minimizing pain for the animal. The ideal shooting distance ranges from 100 to 200 yards, depending on the hunter's skill and environmental conditions.
2, 1.
To ensure humane treatment, hunters aim for the head or neck of the macaque monkeys, allowing for a quick kill and minimizing pain. However, hunting must strictly adhere to regulations. Only adult monkeys can be hunted, avoiding pregnant monkeys or infants to ensure the sustainability of the population and protect biodiversity. It is estimated that around 20,000 macaque monkeys are hunted each year across Japan. This number is closely monitored to maintain a balance between reducing human-wildlife conflict and maintaining a stable monkey population. A more humane method is using traps to capture macaque monkeys. Hunters use box traps, designed as large metal enclosures, typically around 12 feet long, 8 feet wide, and 9 feet tall, providing enough space to hold multiple monkeys at once. To attract the monkeys, hunters place ripe fruits like bananas, apples, and berries inside the trap, as these foods have appealing scents that macaque monkeys enjoy. When a group of monkeys is drawn in by the scent of the fruit and enters the trap, they inadvertently trigger the door-closing mechanism. The trap doors are designed to close quickly and quietly, preventing the monkeys inside from panicking or alerting others nearby. These traps are typically placed in areas where the monkeys are known to frequent, such as near orchards or the edges of forests near residential areas. This method allows for the capture of multiple animals at once, with an average success rate of around 3 to 5 monkeys per trap. Compared to hunting with rifles, this method is safer and less stressful for the animals. What do you think about hunting and trapping methods? Is there a more humane way to control the macaque monkey population? Don't forget to like and subscribe to support our channel. Next, let's take a look at how farmers in the U.S. are dealing with millions of invasive wild pigs in Florida. In Florida, it is estimated that there are around 500,000 wild pigs, causing agricultural damage of up to $1.5 billion annually. They destroy cornfields faster than farmers can harvest them. Are you ready to join the wild boar hunt? If so, leave a comment with the number 1 to start the video. To address this issue, the government has allowed wild boar hunting, turning it into an activity that combines recreation with population control. The wild boar hunting season in Florida is open year-round, reflecting the severity of the invasive species problem. To participate, hunters must have a valid license and are typically required to be at least 16 years old. Hunting gear includes backpacks, clothing, food, hunting knives, and firearms. When hunting in the forest, many hunters prefer shotguns due to their versatility. For larger groups of wild boars, they need to shoot continuously to take down as many as possible. With rifles equipped with scopes, the ideal shooting distance is typically between 50 to 100 yards. Hunting teams usually consist of 3 to 5 people, each taking on different roles. When hunting in fields, they often use a surrounding tactic to prevent the wild boars from escaping. Hunting dogs play a crucial role in tracking and chasing wild boars. They are trained to corner the boars or hold them in place until the hunters arrive to take them down. Florida wild boars can weigh up to 300 pounds, with large males reaching up to 400 pounds. An average wild boar provides about 60–80 pounds of edible meat. Have you ever used this method to hunt wild boars? If so, leave a comment with the number 2. If not, leave a comment with the number 5.
There's another one. There's 3. Go ahead.
Have you ever tasted wild boar meat? Wild boar meat is highly valued for its nutritional benefits, being rich in protein, lower in fat than farmed pork, and packed with zinc, iron, and B vitamins. Hunting wild boars is not just a recreational activity. It also plays an important role in protecting the ecosystem and agriculture in Florida. Some states even hold wild boar hunting competitions, offering prizes for the largest boar or the most boars hunted. This not only encourages population control, but also creates a significant hunting tourism economy. However, hunting wild boars also faces challenges. Wild boars are highly intelligent and adaptable, making them increasingly difficult to hunt. This requires hunters to continuously improve their methods and strategies to keep up with the evolving behavior of the animals. What do you think about using hunting as a method for controlling animal populations? Comment 1 if you support wild boar hunting, or 0 if you have a better idea. That's the situation with invasive species in the US. The government is taking action, allowing hunters to help control the population. What do you think of this approach? Do you have any other ideas for tackling this issue? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button to watch more amazing videos about wildlife and nature. See you next time! Hello everyone. Namibia, a land renowned for its breathtaking, pristine landscapes, is home to one of the largest rhino populations in the world, with numbers ranging from 2,000 to 2,500 individuals. These majestic creatures are not only a symbol of Africa's wilderness, but also play a crucial role in the global ecosystem. However, pressures from climate change, widespread wildfires, and the expansion of human settlements have caused these iconic animals to increasingly come into conflict with humans. The tragic incident on April 12, 2024, in Namibia serves as a stark reminder of the delicate balance between humans and wildlife. What happened on that day, and what does it mean for the future of these magnificent creatures? Leave a comment with the number 1, and let's explore together. On April 12, 2024, a tragedy occurred in Namibia when a disoriented rhino wandered into a residential area, likely due to habitat loss and pressures from the changing environment. Panicked by the unfamiliar noise and chaos, this massive creature became frightened and attacked a local man who was accidentally passing by. Although the man was rushed to the emergency room, he did not survive due to the severe injuries, leaving the community in shock and mourning. Sadly, this incident is not an isolated case. It highlights the growing conflict between humans and wildlife as rhinos, having lost their natural habitats, increasingly invade urban areas, creating dangerous situations for both humans and these magnificent creatures. As their environment continues to shrink, the risk of such encounters becomes more frequent, emphasizing the urgent need for solutions to protect both wildlife and human populations. To address the growing conflicts, conservationists and the Namibian government have allocated $15 million to relocate rhinos to safer conservation areas, aiming to minimize human-wildlife encounters. At the same time, local communities are being educated on risk reduction strategies, such as protecting food sources and avoiding direct contact. While these efforts have been helpful, the increasing rhino population and the enormous costs of relocation have made this approach unsustainable in the long run. To tackle the situation, the government has introduced a bold new policy to manage the conflict more effectively. What do you think they have implemented to balance safety and conservation? In response to the escalating conflicts between humans and rhinos, the Namibian government introduced a controlled hunting policy aimed at managing the rhino population and reducing risks to the community. This policy allows for the establishment of 50 licensed hunting teams, with members required to undergo rigorous training on wildlife behavior, tracking techniques, and firearm safety. Do you agree with this policy introduced by the Namibian government? If yes, leave a comment with the number 2. If not, leave a comment with the number 5. Hunters must also demonstrate a commitment to ethical hunting practices to qualify for a license. To encourage participation, the government offers rewards of up to $10,000 for each rhino hunted, ensuring that only skilled and responsible hunters take part in the program. These measures aim to strike a balance between community safety and conservation efforts. Rhino hunting is limited to designated areas near conservation zones, where population density and conflict are highest. The hunting season runs from May to September, coinciding with the dry months when rhinos are more active and easier to track. Hunters rely on clear signs such as trampled grass, horn marks on trees, and large droppings to identify their targets. Rifles like the .375 H&H Magnum are favored for their power and accuracy, ensuring a quick and humane kill. Advanced binoculars, such as the Swarovski EL range, are used to detect rhinos from a safe distance, allowing hunters to plan their approach ethically. Although necessary, rhino hunting faces significant challenges. Rhinos are highly aggressive and territorial when threatened, making it very dangerous to approach them. Ethical concerns have also emerged, with many conservationists arguing that hunting could disrupt the social structure of the species. A notable incident occurred in 2023, when a hunter underestimated the speed and strength of a charging rhino, leading to a dangerous confrontation that injured the hunter and raised questions about safety protocols. These incidents highlight the complexity of managing a program aimed at balancing human safety with the survival of a keystone species. Although rhino hunting presents challenges, it has attracted experienced hunters from around the world, eager to test their skills in a high-risk environment. The program has significantly boosted the local economy, increasing income by up to 22% in some areas and drawing international attention to Namibia as a hub for wildlife management. The funds generated from hunting permits and rewards are used to compensate farmers for livestock damage caused by rhinos, helping to reduce tension between humans and wildlife. Top hunters have made extraordinary efforts to control the growing rhino population while ensuring ethical practices. Leave a like or comment to honor their bravery and dedication. Your encouragement helps inspire their important work. Be sure to like the video and don't forget to hit the subscribe button to watch more amazing videos about wildlife and nature. See you next time.